Welcome, Diecast fans. I'm Tom Spanners Watson.
And I'm Frank the Guru Gibbs.
And welcome back to another round of the Outlaws.
Last week we saw Lando driving Jazz rip through the other wannabes, and now he gets to take on the full list and see if he's got what it takes to stay on there.
Well, not only did he rip through the wannabes, he also set the fastest track time by over half a second, so I'm expecting big things from him today.
Now, there are going to be 4 drivers at a time until we get to the top 4, and then it's down to head-to-head racing to get to the top of the list.
All right, let's see who he's coming up against first. In the Ford Sierra, it's Todd driving Polluted.
Then we've got Steve Austin driving the mini monster called $6 Man.
And the fourth driver is Broken Promises, driven by Giorgio, the Chevy C10.
So we've got Giorgio in 1, Steve in lane 2, Todd in 3, and then Lando out in lane 4.
So last driver across the line or anybody that crashes out will be off the list. Lando pushing hard against Todd, gets up the inside of him, gets right past Giorgio, and he rips out to a huge lead, proving that speed run last week was not just a fluke. Not quite sure what's happened to Steve Austin, but Jazz way out in front and nobody even close to him as he bounces down the track. That's going to slow him down. I don't think he's going to set a record time, but he still goes sub 30, even bouncing around like that. That is incredible pace out of Jazz. Then it's Broken Promises, Polluted, and we've lost Steve Austin. Oh, he's parked up in the forestry for some reason.
Let's just have a quick look at the replay. What a beautiful overtake there by Lando going down State Highway 1. And then look at Todd, tries to duck to the outside of Broken Promises, but he gets caught up. Those boys tangle, but luckily they both made it to the end. And Jazz officially on the list, and we say goodbye to Steve Austin.
I guess Steve just realised he was so far behind there wasn't any point going to the bottom. Alright, next coming onto the race we've got House Paint driven by JB and the Studebaker.
Out of the 3 Studebakers in this race series, he's the only one on the list.
Well, yeah, but does that say more about the casting or about the driver?
Well, I guess we're about to find out. I mean, he can't get knocked off the list at this point, but he can still come in last place.
Well, he's in second so far, but Jazz out to a big lead again. Polluted caught up in behind House Paint, and I'm not sure what's happened to Broken Promises.
I think they should probably rename Broken Promises to Broken Dreams, because I'm sure he had some problems last time he was racing.
Oh, Lando was on track for another sub 30 time, but that little ping pong effort down the back straight caused him some problems. But clearly not as many as House Paint. He's gone over and allowed Todd to get through, and we've got Bogan's down. Oh, and there's Broken Promises.
Broken Promises goes through, but House Paint threw himself upside down going up the hill and somehow took out some Bogans on the way through. Look at that, he just nails 2 of them right in the face.
But Todd not fazed by the accident or the Bogans going flying. He just carries on down and he'll move through to the next round. That puts House Paint now at the bottom of the list.
Should we send an ambulance over to look after the Bogans?
Come on, Frank, you know they won't respond to a Bogan call anymore.
Just because they set fire to it last time.
No, the last 3 times. But next driver coming in is Big Cat driving Thunderclaw. Jazz in lane number 2, still the top driver out of that next group. Then it's Todd and Polluted in 3, and Broken Promises out in 4. Oh, and both Jazz and Thunderclaw have gone down. And so Todd, under no pressure now, he has an easy run to the finish. Oh, no, scratch that. Giorgio coming in and getting right up on his bumper into the forestry section. Is he going to be able to overtake him through the switcher? Todd keeps it clean, and I think he's got enough of a lead here. All he has to do is keep the car going straight, and he is going to take out a win. Giorgio is going to come through for second, a slow time there. You can see he's almost 5 seconds behind Lando's best time, but unfortunately both Lando and Big Cat crash out. That's going to push them down the list.
I was definitely expecting a lot more from those two, but Lando goes over first. He just clipped the barrier, and then I think Big Cat must have been distracted looking over, lost control, and just flipped his ride as well. But well done, Todd driving Polluted. A nice win, and he moves up to spot number 7 at least.
Now, because we lost 2 drivers, 2 more come in. We've got Larry driving Angry Bird, another 67 Chevy, and he is joined by Billboard driven by Puff in the Mazda Repu.
So because both these drivers were higher on the list than Todd and Broken Promises, they get lane 1 and 2, and the other 2 get pushed over.
And thanks to the Fast Action Response team, they've cleared those drivers off the track as we get underway. Todd out with an early lead, but Billboard pushes past Todd trying to get through, and he does. A beautiful drive there from Todd, and it looked like Puff actually blew out a tyre and went sideways. Angry Bird, I think, got stuck in behind him, and Todd has the track all to himself again. No sign of Broken Promises anywhere.
Broken Promises is lowered so far. I think he's scraping his belly when they get to the Devil's Staircase and the Devil's Dip, and it's just a bit much for him.
And Larry and Puff caught up at the end of the highway, unable to get going after Puff blew out that wheel. You'll see him come down, a beautiful overtake there from Todd, and then there's the wheel exploding, the rear end of Billboard getting lifted up, and unfortunately for Larry, he was unable to get around, but we say goodbye to Broken Promises, and now it's Polluted, Billboard and Angry Bird fighting it out to see who's going to take on Beavermobile.
Todd's Customs here, Utes been doing a great job so far, so he is starting in lane number 1, Billboard in lane 2, and then we've got Angry Bird out in lane 3.
Larry will be looking to make the most of that lane 3 start, out by himself, away from Puff this time, but Polluted and Billboard out with a big lead. I'm not sure what's happened to Larry. Billboard all over the back of Polluted, and here comes Larry finally as they drop into the forestry section. Puff all over the rear end of Todd's car. Todd under pressure here. Puff up the main lane, gets really close again. He is looking for space around the outside. Todd manages to hold on. Can he keep it all the way to the end? Yes, Puff spins out slightly, and he will reverse over the line and move through to the next round. And unfortunately, that's the end for Larry.
Puff was trying everything there to get past Polluted, but a great job from Todd to keep his composure, and he managed to hold on to the lead all the way to the finish.
Hey boss, we found him.
Where is he?
He's been hiding himself in an old group mode church up north. I want him gone by tomorrow night, or you'll be the one going in the ground. We've already got someone on it. He's on his way now.
Today, I want to tell you about a time in my life that I'm not proud of. A time when I was not the good guy.
Hey, preacher. Jimmy says hello.
No! Johnson, robbery homicide.
Failed. He's still alive. You better clean this mess up. You gotta finish him. Now!
Kingsman craves the island gold. Each night chased much downfall. Young men's reign will turn to stone. This is a prophet's call.
So Todd now with a shot at the big boys, or is Puff going to shut him down?
I've got to back Puff on this one. I think Billboard's got the pace over him as long as he can keep it together and he doesn't blow out any more tyres.
Well, it looks like Puff might have edged into the lead, but Todd's not going to give up.
Mate, he's going to have to catch up before he can even give up. Crikey.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that. Puff does seem to have this dialed in on this particular race. Clean up Magnus Mountain for a change, and he has just left Todd in his dust. Has Todd in fact given up? No, there he is. He's still going to have a crack all the way to the end, but it is not going to be enough. But either way, Todd did manage to increase his standings all the way up to number 5 on the list. And now Billboard gets to challenge Nitro Poutine driving Beavermobile.
Nitro Poutine in the oldest race vehicle here, being that he won at Echo City, and that's why he's in this competition. He held the top of the list for a little while, but I don't know if he's still got it in him or not.
Look, that El Camino I think has still got some pace, and it's definitely wide and low, so it's stable. But Puff just drove on by him like he was standing still there.
Yeah, Puff really wants the top of this list, I think, mate, and I'm pretty sure he wants another crack at Kerfuffle. Such a cool word.
Yeah, you've loved that name since the very beginning. And Puff, unchallenged here, he is going to come down. Oh, a sub 30-second time. Not quite the fastest time out there, but still pretty tasty. And unfortunately, Beavermobile is down.
Let's see what happened to Nitro Poutine there. Looks like he just gave it a few too many herbies going up the hill, mate, and rolled going through the tuck and roll corner. but we sent the fast action response team out and they've cleared him off the track.
So Puff makes it into the top 3. Now he's going to take on the crazy Canuck driving Kerfuffle.
Well, he's taken down one crazy Canadian already. I think he's probably got it in him to take another one down.
Oh, ye of little faith. Billboard is good, but I think Kerfuffle is probably the faster of the 2 vehicles.
Oh, really? Care to put a wager on that, young man?
Why, yes I do. If Kerfuffle wins,
Which he's clearly not going to.
you get to pay for the movie tickets.
For Bird of Prey? Oh, you're on, mate. This is basically over already. Look, Puff's got a huge lead on him.
Don't count your chickens. There you go. Puff goes down. Oh my god, Safety Steve is down.
Oh no, Steve!
Oh no, it's okay. He had his bulletproof vest on. He'll be fine.
Oh, thank goodness. Otherwise, that would have been tragic.
So what actually happened there?
Well, unfortunately, Billboard just went way too quick up the mountain and rolled, but it was your mate Kerfuffle who smashed over the spectators.
So there goes Billboard sliding up on his roof, losing the race automatically, and Kerfuffle came through, nailed one with the back end of his car, and then poor old Safety Steve nails him with the front of the car, and because the track was blocked, he had to drive out of the way.
I think there should be a rerun.
Only because you lost, you sore loser. No way. Billboard crashed. He loses. Kerfuffle goes through and now gets to take on Last Chance for the number 1 spot.
I'm still not happy. I'm going to lodge a protest.
All right, consider your protest lodged.
Thank you.
And denied.
What? How do you you can't deny it, mate.
Can and did.
Well, in that case, I want to lodge a protest about my protest.
Stop being such a child just because you lost. And you now have to buy movie tickets to Bird of Prey.
I still don't think it's fair, but I am looking forward to the movie.
But, you know, back to the racing, Kerfuffle out with a monster lead over Last Chance.
I think we can pretty much call him no chance, mate, because he's got no chance of catching Kerfuffle before the end.
And Kerfuffle laying down a good time at 29.440. That would have beaten the previous fastest time, but while it wasn't fast enough to take down Lando's time, it was enough to take down Last Chance.
Yeah, I think Blaze Man will be blazing mad about that one, but that's okay. There's always next time.
All right, that is enough from us today. Thanks very much for watching. I'm Tom Spanners Watson. He's Frank the Guru Gibbs. We look forward to seeing you next time.
Now, Spanners, you better not be expecting any popcorn at the movies, because that's just way too expensive.